Hello everyone, allow me to introduce you for the basic information about correct yoga breathing. In order to explain this, I would like to explain how dangerous is overbreathing or excessive breathing. In our life, we need a certain amount of food and certain amount of water to function well, and the same happens with the breathing. Unfortunately, our lifestyle encourages us to take loads of breathing, excessive breathing. Even you can hear people trying to take more air and they start to breathe through the mouth and can hear that wheezing sounds on the back of the throat. Also, it's a wrong concept to always think about oxygen is good for us and CO2 is bad for us, but it's completely wrong. Even in a yoga class, some teacher might say, oh, take a big inhale throughout the nose and increase the oxygen into your blood. But actually, it's not true. If I place you oxygen meters on your finger, in that moment, you realize this is incorrect, this is not true. So please don't believe in everything you offer, make question and understand what's going on behind all the techniques you actually try to practice. In my opinion, at the moment, it's a fundamental misunderstanding about the idea about breathing in yoga, about the connection between oxygen and CO2. And actually, CO2 is very important. I want to mention Dr. Constantin Buteyko. In 1950, he created a technique known by BBT technique. This technique, he actually encouraged to breathe slowly, calmly, and more effectively. And this will help you to realize your breathing, bring that awareness, that connection of the mind and breathing. Also encourage you to breathe from your nose. I always say my students, please breathe throughout the nose, because nose is for breathing and mouth is for eating. And also, it's helping this technique for people with anxiety and asthma. It's really very good and to look in this type of breathing of this Dr. Buteyko. So some people looking in breathing when they get serious ill or some problems. But I want to understand the CO2 is it's a key element into the breathing practice. And breath as much as possible. Take a big inhale through the nose. And it's actually incorrect. It's getting completely in contradiction with yoga practice. We want to slow down. We want to take it long. And I want to also introduce a concept here named Kumbhaka. It's a retention. That means you inhale and you hold and will exhale. And maybe when you exhale all the oxygen out, you hold. Of course, holding into the safe place, so not holding to suffocate and get anxiety. Just really hold this breathing if you can for a couple of seconds or counts. And there are loads of techniques to actually encourage this kumbhaka, this retention. One is box breathing, when you come to 4 inhale, 4 exhale, hold for 4 times, and that will really increase your ability to actually increase the CO2 in your body. So, they say yoga works so well for the health because they realize the air consumption is very important in our body. So when people overbreathe, the level of CO2 in their lung and blood that goes down a lot, and this can be a very dangerous situation for all body. The body in that moment will think about something, it's a danger, needs to stop this or reduce the hyperventilation by create mucus, by maybe spasm and coughing, or even sometimes it's giving the sensation of suffocation. So please be aware of what you actually practice and practice well. Practice throughout the nose, slowly, safely. And I hope you're enjoying this little presentation about breathing. And I will put some information underneath. And I will thank you so much for listening to me.